Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. How are you, my fire family? Welcome to Fire Day. How are you, Aries? Happy birthday if you're celebrating a birthday today. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're someone who always does that and you're in the comments and giving me the thumbs up to grow this Aries tribe and subscribing and hitting that bell button. I appreciate you so much for helping with growing this tribe. And if you are someone who's brand new and you just arrived here, welcome, welcome. This is the Aries reading that I do once a week, and it is always for the week ahead. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter is what I read for, and this reading is always going to be for the week ahead. Whether you find it today, tomorrow, or next year, it's always going to be for the week ahead. Oh, windows are open. It's springtime in these parts, as it is probably mostly everywhere, and you're going to hear some road noise. Sorry, not sorry. It was 60 degrees here where I live in the middle of Canada, and we're happy about that. All right, here we go. Let's talk about you, Aries. What is coming up for you, Aries? All right, we do have the Rider, and we have a letter right here. Look, I feel like somebody here is going to be sending a letter. I feel like it's you, Aries. It feels like you're sending some sort of communication possibly, but maybe a letter. Like when I see this, it feels like it's like a written letter, I want to say. It's either an email or a handwritten note. And we've got the 7 of Swords in the bottom right-hand corner. We see the 7 of Spades here. It's card number 27, which is a 9. 9 in the tarot is the Hermit. So I want to say that you're sending this letter or this email or this text to someone that you haven't spoken with in a while. I think it's been very silent, and probably for a long while for some of you, 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 years, who knows, right? With the number 9 here. But this letter, I feel, is going to reveal something that you've been hiding. I feel like you want to tell somebody something, and I don't feel like you've been dishonest, or I'm not calling you a liar or anything like that, but the 7 Swords in the bottom right-hand corner tells me that here there is something hiding under the surface, or something that you've been concealing. And I feel like maybe that you've been not only concealing your feelings, but I feel like you've got some type of a mask on. And we've got card number 40 here, which are the masks, and it feels like somebody here is two-faced. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. We've got the Sun and the Moon here, and it's like somebody changed overnight, I want to say. Somebody changed overnight in your life, and you feel like you can't trust them now, or you don't trust that whatever they're saying to you is the honest truth. We do have the fish in the water here, and this is abundance. It's money. It is energy that is coming toward you that is going to give you more than you need. So whether that is more than you need in love, more than you need in money, more than you need in something in your pentacle world, maybe kudos in the job, but we do have the King of Diamonds in the bottom right-hand corner, and that is the King of Pentacles. So I want to say that there's a lot going on here. We do have the Rider, and so the Rider is the one that is carrying that note that you have written here, this letter. And we do have the 9 of Cups in the bottom right-hand corner. This is a 1. Look, something is either going to end or has ended. Card number 13, that's the Death card. And when something ends, something must begin. This is a child, right? It is a beginning of something. And I want to say it happens super quick. Whether you're expecting it or not, I don't know, but the Jack of Spades is the Knight of Swords. So I want to say that it could have something to do with a Gemini, or somebody you feel is kind of two-faced, or who is not giving you all the information that you need. And we do have the Rider. The Rider is the messenger. It's like a page, right? The Rider is the messenger, but taking in good news. So I feel like once something ends, that you're wanting something to begin. We got card number 13, which is the ending, the Death card, and then we have 1, which is the beginning of something. But the Rider is the one that brings good messages of joy and happiness. And again, there's another indication that something is about to happen quickly and is going to sting, because we do have the Whip and the Broom here, and the Whip, you never hear it coming, right? We do have the Jack of Clubs, who is the Knight of Wands, and so there is something coming, some sort of change that is coming quickly here, my friend. Let's throw down some of these oracle cards here, and then we'll get to the tarot. We'll throw the tarot in the center here, find out what else is going on for you. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So, how's it going, Aries? Tell me. There's a whole kind of there's a whole party going on in your sign right now. How is it affecting you? Tell me how you're doing this week. All right. We've got Strength on the bottom of the deck. We have a past life connection. Look, Aries, I feel like you do have someone that you feel is a past life connection. Somebody that you can't get out of your head. You think about them every day. It may even be years since you've seen them or spoken with them, but there is a connection that you have with somebody here that your energy, not your hands, but your energy can't let go of. It says here, someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. You may have already met this person. For some of you, others of you, you might meet them in the week ahead, but I feel like for most of you, this is the person that you're sending the letter to. It feels like you've been keeping something from them. Maybe what you've been keeping from them is, with the Seven of Swords in the bottom, which is concealment or lies or deceit, that maybe you just haven't told them that you know that they are a past life connection. We do have abundance here. It says an inflow of money lover rewards. Look, I was talking about that right here. So it does feel like you are going to be blessed with some sort of something that makes you feel nourished, right? The fish in the water. It's like it's never ending. It's always flowing, and it's nourishing or good or positive. It could be money, a job. We do have an awakening, a realization, or a shift, or a discovery. So for some of you, Aries, I feel like this is what I've sort of got my eye on. It feels like this letter is giving me most of the energy here, and it feels like you will be sending a letter to somebody that you have not talked to in a long while and tell them about your abundance. Like maybe things are going really good with you lately, but I want to say you've had some sort of a realization or an awakening here about this person. And, these things are all separate. Like they don't seem to flow into one story. Like it feels like here, this is something separate from this person here who has a mask on. Now, for some of you, I feel like this could be someone that you're already entangled with, whether it's in love, friendship, member of the family, part of your family, feels like a family member. But we do have card number 40, and it breaks down to a 4, which is stability. And I feel like you have some sort of a stable relationship with this person, but I want to say that something has come up that you can't necessarily trust. And the money is something completely different, but I think something is about to change quickly. Look, for those of you who are planning on sending this message, it's going to change everything, and it's going to change everything quickly. Something's going to end so something can begin. Let's take some tarot here, Aries. Tell me what's coming up for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in the week ahead. You might be the person who's preparing this letter right now. I've been seeing it through this week in my mind's eye and my clairvoyancy that Charlie helps me with. I see someone adding to the text and putting it in the drafts, adding to the email, putting it in the drafts, or ripping up paper, throwing it in the trash. Like it feels like somebody is trying to be perfect with how they deliver the information that is in the letter, because I do believe it will reveal some type of a secret here. We do have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Hierophant. We have the Death card. And we have the King of Pentacles. We have the Emperor in the distance here. That is your energy, my friend, right? And it's not the energy of every Aries. Please keep that in mind. But this is, this particular Aries, the Emperor, is somebody who has all of the knowledge of all of the kings. This person has wisdom. They know how to conquer. They know how to go get what they want. They pursue what they want. But the Emperor is never going to step forward if they know they cannot win. The Emperor is only going in for the win. They can't, think about it back in the day, right? Medieval times when all these cards were being created, the Emperor was someone who has rule of the empire, and all of the the kings and queens who ran the kingdoms in the empire report to the emperor. So this person is pretty important, and so it could be you. And I would say that if you're the person with the wisdom, carrying the mortgage, maybe a few businesses, this is probably your energy. And you know what? I feel like you are sending a message. I feel like you might be sending a letter or a message to this person here, the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I do feel with this Three of Pentacles and this Mask card here that there is somebody who is in your wheelhouse right now, someone who is in your vicinity. The Three of Pentacles is someone who is cooperative with you or collaborative with you. This could be someone that you work with. So this could be the workplace, but that's only for some of you. For others of you, this is a partnership. This is someone that you've entered into a partnership with, and it could be business or love. But it feels like you don't trust this person. But I feel like you did trust them when you were building the partnership. As you were building from the Ace of Pentacles to the 2 and then the 3, trying to get some stability, I feel like you really trusted that person. They were moving slow, grounded, being honest, very thorough, someone who's very loyal to you. But I think something has changed here in this partnership. It's like somebody's wearing like two faces. It's like it feels like you're either going to find something out or you've already found something out that you're investigating. We do have this King of Pentacles here and the fish and the money. Look, I feel like this is a blessing from the universe because card 34 is a 7. And for me as a reader, 7s are always divine intervention. It's divine intervention, or it's being sort of supervised by your source. I want to say that this is coming to you because of something that you've done that you deserve it. I want to say the Hanged Man is here. And with the Hanged Man being under the King of Pentacles, I feel like maybe, I don't think that you're in any kind of financial issues right now, Aries, but I think you're being very careful. Careful about what you spend. Careful about where you put your money because the Hanged Man is here. And it's like you're trying to get a perspective of what's out there. I need to kind of look at all of these things. Is that where I need to put my money, or do I need to keep it within the self? We do have the Hierophant and the Death card here, which tells me that there is some type of commitment in your life, Aries, that is about to come to an end. And it doesn't have to be marriage, but the Hierophant is usually the commitment of a relationship, right? It can be if we're talking about it in terms of relationships. If we're not talking about a relationship, I feel like some sort of an ending that is coming in the week ahead is about to teach you a lesson. I feel like there are two people here that you feel connected to in a very, sort of sacred way, I want to say, that this partnership with whomever you're in the partnership with, this could be a love relationship, this could be love and business together, the Three of Pentacles I see as that. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, who is the one I feel that you'll be sending the letter to. I feel like you have feelings for two different people. Yeah. You're not going to be in this Hanged Man energy for very long. I want to say that you are in this Hanged Man energy to try and find perspective, not only on your financial stuff, but I feel like also on this Three of Pentacles energy because of the Mask here. You'll be coming out of Hanged Man energy because you would have made a decision. You would have come to an aha moment. I feel like you're transforming while you're in the Hanged Man energy. So feeling a little stuck, feeling like you need a bigger perspective, right? I'm a photographer, and I always see the lens pulling back, so you can see all of the clarity that's going on around the outside here. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So I want to say we have the King of Pentacles here and the King of Pentacles here, and we do have the Emperor. You are the King of Pentacles if you are the Emperor, because that is all of the King's energy. I'm also noticing here that we do have the Queen and the King of Pentacles here with the Hierophant in the middle. I feel like this is not the person you're in a relationship with, but this is. I feel like you are in a relationship with this person who you don't necessarily trust 100%, but I also feel like there is a connection here with you and a soulmate. Somebody who is just like you, somebody who has some financial prowess, maybe a business owner, someone who is really finding their way and becoming stable, grounded, and dependable in their pentacle world. Let's clarify just a little bit here. Find out what's going on. Tell me about Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is this letter about? Because I feel like it is going to the Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about this letter. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is your past life connection. We do have the Nine of Cups, we do have the Ten of Swords, and we do have the Ten of Cups. So I want to say that I feel as though the letter that you're sending is going to reveal that a relationship is coming to an end. That's the only way that I can see it with these cards. The Nine of Cups is here, which tells me it was wish fulfillment, but then the Ten of Swords arrives. And when the Ten of Swords is here, it's a painful and terrible ending. You feel deceived or betrayed. Someone is about to betray you, Aries, and it's not for all of you. So please, if you're not already feeling this, it's probably not going on around you. But I feel like you already feel it if you are the Emperor. You probably are already feeling this. That you are in a situation here that that is wish fulfillment, and you wished to make it the 10 cups, but I feel like before it gets to the 10 cups, it ends. So before it gets to marriage, or before it gets to the move-in phase, or something like that, it feels like a relationship ends. But I feel like you're telling that to the Queen of Pentacles, who I don't believe is the person that you're in a relationship. I believe you're in a relationship with somebody who is in this Three of Pentacles with you here. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles and the mask, please, for Aries. What's going on here? There's someone here that you don't trust. I'm feeling Gemini energy. I see Pisces energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I've got Scorpio as well. Something is up, Aries. Something is up, and you know it's up. Your spidey sense is already tingling as I lay these cards. You already know that something is up here. The moon is here. Things are not as they seem, and there is somebody here who has a pretty significant mask on here. Somebody who you don't know if they're pointed this way, pointed that way, or looking straight at you. It feels like there is something here that you feel, Pisces and Cancer energy. You feel like something's up, but you're not saying anything right now. Tell me about the moon energy, please. We do have the sun. You're going to see it. Yeah, to me, when the moon and the sun come up together, it's boom. It goes from night to day. It goes from seeing nothing and feeling it all to actually seeing it in the sunlight. So it feels like something changes overnight from night to day. It's like one night you go to sleep and then you wake up and you're like, wait a second. It feels like you're gonna see something here. And you're going to know that somebody has not been honest with you here. And it's going to cause a lot of heavy burdens for you. I think that the heavy burden really with the Ten of Wands, though, is telling me with the moon energy that you already felt something was up. You already felt it, but you're about to see it in the week ahead, my friend. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles, please. Who is this Three of Pentacles? Who is the Three of Pentacles, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? So the Queen of Wands, I feel. We do have the Two of Wands, and then we have the Judgment card. So the Queen of Wands, of course, is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. This could be your energy, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like this is your energy. The Queen of Wands is someone who is independent. Whether they're in a relationship or not, they're independent. They do what they want. They don't care what you say. They don't care what you think. They're not listening to the Emperor. Oh, boy. And I just picked that up, and there we go. There's a realization. My friend, there's a major revelation. Look at this. Look, when the Tower shows up with the Judgment card, something major is going down in the week ahead, my friend. So I feel like you're about to hit a tower. And because it feels like it's something that you already feel that might be going on under the surface, but you can't put your finger on it. You can't find the truth of it. I feel like something's going on with this Queen of Wands. This is somebody who's been doing their own thing and doesn't really care what you say. They don't ask permission. And I mean, I'm not saying that they have to, but the Queen of Wands is on their own, right? The Queen of Wands does what they want to do when they want to do it. I feel like this Queen of Wands is ready to go out on some sort of an adventure or expand their life. Maybe because they're with you and you're the King of Pentacles. Maybe that's why their life is expanding. But there is a decision that this Queen is making. And I don't know if you're aware of it or not. I feel like this Queen is at the crossroads, trying to make a decision about what they want to do next. And I'm not exactly sure that it includes you, Aries. There's a big decision here that's going to change your life, even though this is not your decision. This is the decision of the Queen of Wands. So regardless of who it is that you are with, currently either in a business transaction, like maybe this is a business partner, or this could be someone that you are in love with currently, there is something that you don't see here. And I want to say that It's those of you who, if it's a business partnership, you've been doing all the work and the other person has essentially been watching you. Doing their own thing, but watching you and saying, yeah, cheering you on. Yeah, you go ahead and do it. But somehow I feel like your lives are enmeshed in business and in love. That's what it feels like here. So there's a major awakening coming up here. And I feel like the person that you might be dealing with is either Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Virgo, or Pisces. There is some sort of a heavy burden that you're carrying that is going to be lifted in the week ahead. I hate to tell you that, but I don't know that it's really good. I don't know you're going to be happy with it. I'm just saying. Tell me about this, the fish and the water, please. Tell me about the fish. We have the Six of Pentacles here. We have the Hanged Man again. And we have the Ace of Cups. So this is about wealth, money, things that are going on in your pentacle world. Something is about to come to fruition that you've been thinking on or working on or keeping under the surface or trying to get better perspective on. I feel like you're going to be, that wish is going to be granted for you. We do have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like it might be something that that comes to you through giving reciprocity. I want to say that maybe if you've been very charitable, if you're a person who's been charitable all your life, please do not shortchange the universe. You will be paid out. You will be paid out in blessings, and it might come with this great big chunk of money. If you're a person who is always helping everybody, always making sure everybody has what they need, whether that is volunteering, charity with your family, your children, you know, whatever it is here. We do have the Hanged Man energy, which makes me feel like right now with the Hanged Man energy that you're sort of in a situation where you're in a self-sacrificing mode. So maybe you're giving more to others than you're keeping for yourself. That could also be the Six of Pentacles. And it might be because you're in love with someone. So it brings me back to this. If there is someone here that you're in love with, that you're actually in a business with as well, I feel like there is something going on here that you're going to be sacrificing love or sacrificing the Ace of Pentacles. But I feel like you are going to be paid out in a way that is going to balance everything. I'm just saying. Tell me what's coming to an end here, please. I think you know it because I think this is you poised, waiting, wondering, checking the self. I feel it in my intuition, Elsie, but I don't know what's going on. Tell me what is going to be ending here, please. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Hermit. And we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I feel like, oh, look at that. We have the Empress. We might as well, right? So I feel like what is transforming or ending here, though, we have a block. I feel like you are becoming unblocked. You have been protecting yourself, or there's something that you failed to see, but you've been hoping, but you've been feeling like you've been hoping it's going to work out for you, but you've been feeling like you need to protect yourself. I feel like that's what's going on here. We do have the Hermit. I did say that the Hermit energy, 27 breaks down to a 9. It's up here. There is a block with somebody that you haven't spoken with before, and or that you haven't spoken with in a long time because there is silence. I want to say you're gaining wisdom over the reason why you are pulling back or keeping your eyes covered or not wanting to see the situation for the way it is. We do have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And I want to say that, unfortunately, it does feel like that there is some sort of an abundance that it's like somebody here has been blocking your abundance. That's what it feels like. You're in this Hanged Man energy and you're being blocked from your abundance. You're trying to gain wisdom over it, but the Queen of Cups is in the reverse. And the Queen of Cups is the one who is very psychic. So maybe you're not listening to your intuition about the Empress. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is the one who is emulating the Empress. So I think that's who we're talking about. I feel like this is supposed to be your person. I want to say with the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, this person is someone that you are connected to spiritually. And I don't think you'll ever let it go. I think this is the person you know that you're supposed to be with. We have the Three of Cups. Yep, there it is. We have the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. It feels like you do want to have a reunion with the Queen. I feel like you two are soulmates and you want to have a reunion with the Queen that you haven't talked to in a while. First, you're going to send a letter or a note or a text to see what is going on and if they're receptive. I want to say that you've been holding your ground. And it was because you were in the Eight of Swords in the upright, but now you're in the Eight of Swords in the reverse, which tells me you're no longer obsessively stuck in your mind thinking about this thing. You're going to put up your boundaries and you're going to go. You're going to ask this person for an audience with the Queen. And it feels like there is going to be some sort of an invitation that you're going to send, possibly in that letter. Look, look. The Tower's on the bottom of the deck. Why is that? Because there's a new beginning coming that you've been hoping for. And so that's why you're sending the message. You are showing up here as the King of Pentacles. And you do have a lot of feelings for this person. You are going to be hitting the wall in the week ahead, my friend. And you are going to be forced to make some sort of a decision. You are going to be forced to make some sort of decision. You better have your strength in place. That's all I'm going to say about that. I know you're tough. I know you've got it. And look, there's a lot of stuff going on in your sign for a reason. You've left a lot of shit on the back burner and you need to change some of that stuff, and the universe is here to help you with that. So please, Towers are tough. They are terrible. They can be really hard. Shifts are coming. Things are changing. You have no control over the major arcana. A decision will be made without your knowledge by the Queen to go on some sort of a new path. I feel like this person, whether they are a business partner or they are someone that you're engaged in loving right now, that this person is about to break free from you. And I really do feel like that's what the Tower is about, my friend. So don't be surprised if it does happen for some of you, not all of you, but I do believe that it's telling me that you're going through some type of awakening here. You certainly are. It's a major awakening. You're about to see things for exactly what they are. Because before you were in the moon energy. And things are about to change from night to day, overnight. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you, Aries, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you guys. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Boop, boop.